what's up? Hello. It's Katie Colson here in a very somber mood. We really started that last video on an upswing. We were feeling confident, we were feeling hot, and now we're feeling hot and disappointed. I feel like I am the widow at a funeral that everybody's like, I wonder how long it's gonna take before she's over it because I wanna smash. That's the feeling that I'm having right now.
Do you ever look in the mirror and instantly...
Like I'm sad, but also I look great. So if you haven't seen my previous video, it was reacting to my 2023 physical TBR, meaning the books in 2022 that I had not read yet, that I was going into 2023 with intent to read them. With intent.
Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction.
And if you want to see a girl mentally spiral from like 10 to a 1, you can go watch that. But as I stated in that video, I had so much confidence in the physical TBR video and basically none in the audiobook TBR because here's the thing. As I mentioned before, there's this like, I don't know if it's just an ADHD thing, but it's something that is predominantly labeled as an ADHD thing that if you don't see it, you'll forget it exists and you'll never use it. So that's one of the reasons why I am so adamant about having things like organized where nothing is like pushed to the back. Like I know it's there. And okay, as the example I said last time was if you are not eating your fruit and vegetables and they're going bad, then put them in the door of your refrigerator and put the condiments in the drawers, because when you open it, you'll see the food and you'll see if it's going bad, where the condiments, you know you need the condiments. Like nobody reaches for the condiments first. Like you know you're going to grab that. Like you want ketchup, you know it. But you're not like, oh my God, I need broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Dr. Colson, for that bout of unsolicited advice. May we get on with the current lecture? This is a long analogy. Anyway, all of this to say, I have a real problem with buying audiobooks and never reading them. Never reading them. Because I don't see them. They're not in front of my face. And I had thought like, oh, I'll be so good at this physical TBR because it's like right there daunting and looking at me. No. So I can't tell you how badly this is about to go.
It's funny because it's true.
Like, I don't remember what's on this list, but I know that I can't think of a single book that I've read that would have been from it. I mean, pray for me. Maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe there'll be a Hail Mary.
Sure, Jan.
Could be. I just really doubt it. Okay. And what I learned in the last video is that I have a horrible pausing game. I have a horrible pausing game. Anyway, when I click pause, my face is always in like the worst state. So I'm going to be big and past me is going to be small. Okay, well, I can't downsize. Let's bring in past Katie, okay? Did that work out? Was that as cool as the downsizing one? I don't know. You tell me. Real quick, what I'll say, she is looking freaking cute. And I love that I had the green shirt like this in the last video and then the white one in this because we love the two-fro. I love this. This is so freaking cute. Also, I was just wearing this shirt earlier today. It's a winter favorite. And is it winter yet? No. But I did start lighting fall candles with my new nose. So anyway, let's get to absolutely destroying.
Destroying?
It's already starting. Let's get to absolutely destroying my self-esteem. Again, for old time's sake, let's see how fast this intro is. Hey, what's up? Hello, it's Katie Colson here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're here to talk about one of my favorite things on this earth, audiobooks. That was really slow. Maybe I edited the first one and then was like, Katie, can you just like take a chill pill? Can you like calm down? Because sometimes I do realize I'm talking really fast, but it's very rare. Anyway, good for me. So we have about like 42 audiobooks to talk about that I'm going to be taking into 2023. What I'm hearing is that 42 failures. That's what I'm hearing. Oh no.
It was at this moment that William knew he fucked up.
No, oh my God, I just remembered a series that oh my God, I bought all of them. And oh no. Oh my God, I have goosebumps because I'm already remembering how terribly this is going to go. Okay, let's get to it, Katie. Get your head in the game. Okay.
The first of which being Culty by Mariana Zapata.
Okay. Here's the thing though. I'm counting this because I started it. In the last video, I was like, oh no, I'm not counting that, even though I got 20% in, because my confidence, my egotism was blooming. No, we're counting this, okay? I did not get very far into this book before I was like, no, I'm telling you right now, I hate it. And it's because if you've read this book, you know, or heard somebody talk about it, the main character talks about the other character pooping like literally every other page because that's the only way that she can get herself to not be sexually attracted to him. You couldn't find another way. Anything else? No. And I just found it so disgusting. And I'd heard from many other people that it doesn't stop and that she mentions it like so many times out of the book. And I was like, I'm not doing that. But I'm going to count it because I gave it a shot. So 1 for the books.
I liked it, but then when I started reading Culty, I got like 20 minutes in. And why does she talk about poop so much? Like, I'm serious. Like, why does she talk about it so much? I'm like, this is a romance? Like, what? I guess she's trying to be relatable, but like, it was really gross.
Why did I continue after that? Like, I knew. You know what it probably was? I think what it was is that I thought it was just going to be in the beginning, and then I continued with it and heard from a couple people that it didn't end, and then I DNF'd it. Those facts check out. Okay.
But I did pick up All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata, and I'm only a little bit into it. It's a super long audiobook.
You know what's hilarious? Is that, did I DNF this? Yes. But I am not even kidding you when I say I was like 80% or more into this audiobook. I was so far into it, and I put it to the side to pick up a new release and then never went back to it. And I have never, ever had the urge, desire to go back to it. I got what I needed out of it to know I don't need to continue. It's not a bad book by any means. It's just not for me. And it's a slow burn romance where like, I just don't really care all that much. Like, I get why other people like it, but not for me. It is my favorite of her covers though. But anyway, I'm counting this as read because I read most of it, so.
And then the next one I don't have any idea what it's about. I just remember seeing it at Target on like their like best fiction books or something. And I just bought the audiobook, but it's All the Ugly and Wonderful Things. I love the cover. When I tell you, I seriously have no idea what this book's about.
No. And if you had held a weapon to my head and asked me if I owned this book before this moment, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. So.
My biggest supporter would be, I don't really have one.
That's the life we're living. That's the consumerism, capitalism life that we're living. But let's just keep going.
And the fourth one is A Study in Emerald by Neil Gaiman.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not going to be too disappointed about this. I have not read this, but I did not realize it was a short story. And Amy, my like absolute favorite patron ever, my actual manager, she gifted me this audiobook and said I would like it. And I did not know until this last month that it was a short story. And I was like, I thought for some reason when it said A Study in Emerald, I was thinking like A Study in Scarlet? What am I talking about? A Study in... Whatever, the Shakespeare one.
The Shakespeare one? Oh my God, Katie. Wow.
Sherlock Holmes. Pretend I didn't just say Shakespeare. Okay. I was thinking Sherlock Holmes, and I thought this book was going to be like 800 pages long. So I kept putting it off because I was like, oh my God, that's such a commitment. It's a short story. So now that I'm reminded of that, I am going to read this book. Have I yet? No, but I will.
The next two are also romance reads, and they are by Elizabeth O'Rourke, and it is Waking Olivia and Drowning Aaron.
Okay. We have another pro-con or a pass-fail, if you will. I read Waking Olivia, and I enjoyed it. I did not feel compelled to pick up Drowning Aaron because I was not really drawn to her character in Waking Olivia, and she just wasn't enough of like a fully fleshed character or personality that I felt like she required or deserved her own book. And I got everything I needed out of Waking Olivia. I think I gave it like 3 stars. I enjoyed it, but you know, it wasn't like groundbreaking. It wasn't amazing, you know. Anyway, let's keep going.
Wow, I didn't think that I was going to immediately go into the 10-book series that I haven't started yet, that I don't know what it's about. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
You nailed it, Past Katie. Past Katie, you saw the future. This is ripe with shame. You are correct.
She told me that I needed to listen to the audiobooks for the Cradle series by Will White, and there's so many of them. Let me just read them out to you. So I bought all 10 of them. And apparently there's more than 10, but I think that the 10th one is like just the one that recently came out. But there's like 5 other books. So anyway, we have Unsold, Soulsmith, Black Flame, Skysworn, Ghostwater, Underlord, Uncrowned, Winter Steel, Bloodline, and Reaper.
There's still a plan. I want to do a vlog for the series.
Hi, and I've finally lost contact with reality. Katya. Can I try that again?
But it's intimidating because it's 10 books long. Have I read any of them? No. Did I buy all 10 of them? Yes, I surely did. Is there only 10 books in the series? No. When is he going to start writing them? The world will never know. I do not know. I forgot about this series. Earlier when I was like, oh my God, there's a series that I bought all of them and then unhauled them. It wasn't this one. So this was a negative 10 points that I did not see coming. So I guess the next series will probably be the one I'm thinking of. I'm so disappointed in myself.
The next 2 books I actually got because I have the first one on my physical TBR, and that is Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And then just because I bought the second book, Starsight by Brandon Sanderson, just in case I ended up loving it.
I don't need to say anything. I already told you in the last video that I unhauled Skyward. So, yikes.
Another one I bought because I was like, I'm gonna be this girl. I'm gonna be this girl eventually. Malice by John Gwynne.
I think you can go ahead and guess. I haven't read this. I think you can go ahead and guess. I love this cover. I keep waiting to be back into my like fantasy era.
Reach for the stars, but keep your feet on the ground.
And it surely has not happened. But I still own it. You know what's going to be funny is when I actually get 2 books that I have read. Is it going to happen? I doubt it. Okay.
The 19th audiobook is actually one that I bought last year, and then I just re-downloaded it because I want to listen to it again. So I'm considering it part of my TBR, and it's Other People's Clothes.
I knew what I was going to say. I still have it downloaded because I do want to read it again. Haven't done it. That's pretty obvious.
And then we have a gay classic, The Color Purple by Alice Walker.
It's a classic, so you know I haven't read it. Why did I buy this? Like, yeah, it's gay and that's great, but like, it's a classic. This is the most boring video anyone has ever created.
And then I have a book that was sent to me, and it is How to Be Eaten by Maria Adelman.
Haven't read it. Oh my God, I need a margarita. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I feel like that's too early. But I'm so upset right now.
All right.
I need to start drinking alcohol. Give me one of those bottles.
Then from the...
Another book I said I was going to read for Weekend Ween and then didn't is Salem's Lot by Stephen King. And this is also on my physical TBR.
Yeah, we know, Katie. We know it's on your physical TBR. We also know that you have not read it. Yep.
I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself.
The 24th book is These Violent Delights by Micah Nemervera. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I always get so tongue-tied on that last name. Sorry.
Not only have I not read this, I bought the hardcover, and it is now on my TBR. It's the fact that I went into this thinking I was going to come out with like a modicum of dignity. No, I hope that you're all watching this like, this is what I shouldn't do. Like, this is not the way I should live. You know? Like, I really hope that you're learning something from my past errors. Why is this video not over yet? I'm only 8.5 minutes in! And we haven't even gotten to this series that's an epic fail. Okay, I swear, I better have at least read 2 in the last half of this video. Just 2. That's all I'm asking, Katie, is 2. Okay, let's see.
If you think I'm not filled with shame.
Here we are.
I bought, without reading a single sentence, I bought books 1 through 7 of Zodiac Academy.
This is what I was talking about. Tell me you don't know yourself without telling me you don't know yourself. Why did I buy this series? Like, it has Zodiac in the title, but it's really not about astrology at all. And I have heard the absolute worst things about this book, and every human being under the sun is like, you're gonna hate those. So I bought the whole series. And then I deleted them because obviously I'm never gonna read them. Like, what was I thinking? I bought 7 audio, like, oh my God. I'm so annoyed. Okay, I gotta skip through this part because I am going to rage.
Another possible disappointing buy was The Kaiju Preservation Society by John Scalzi.
Okay, I'm gonna count this as read because I did start this book and I really struggled through the very beginning. Absolutely hated it. I do not understand how this has good ratings, especially by women, because this guy's like such an incel, the main character. But I did try, so I'm gonna count it as read.
I got No One Gets Out Alive by Adam Neville.
I don't know what to say at this point. I want to read this book. I want to read it. So I still own it. So there should, you know what? I should count those as wins. Is that I still want to read this book. We don't need to talk about if I have or not, but I want to, okay?
And then I got the 3 books in the Saints of Steel series by T. Kingfisher because it's by T. Kingfisher, and like, honestly, you could have just said nothing else.
Yet another, I bought the entire series. And I haven't read any of them. But I will, because it's T. Kingfisher. I'm literally serious. I have goosebumps. I am so upset right now.
And then I got Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir because I've heard from many people, namely Gabby from Gabby Reads, saying that the audiobook is really good.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to count it as read, but it is my book club pick next month. It's my book club pick for November. So this is going to happen. I just haven't read it yet, but it is, there is a plan for this book. So like, I would have read it by now if I had not pre-planned that it would be in November like 4 months ago. So, and I also have the book on my physical TBR now. But this will happen. This one I'm confident about. Okay.
And then we have another book where you're like, Katie, what were you thinking? But I'm like, it could be a win. You never know, okay? You do not know. I'm constantly dabbling, okay? But it's Trist 6 Venom by Penelope Douglas.
Again, I will read this book. I will read it. Have I liked any Penelope Douglas other than Punk 57? No. I read Corrupt and wanted to fling myself into the sun. It was so bad. But this is lesbians. So I'm going to give it a shot, obviously. And I think I'll like it because I refuse to believe that she is going to scar me with sapphic content. I don't want to believe that. But I will read this book. I haven't read it, but I will.
Twisted Love by Anna Huang.
I'm counting this as read because I have tried on 3, if not 4 different occasions to read this book because people are so obsessed with it. And I got like 16% of the way in both times. I think the farthest I got in was 19% on one of those times. And I just did not like it. I did not like it. And I kept trying to push through because people said that there was like really good, like, I think it was like Hurt Comfort or something like that was in this. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't. I hate it. But I gave it so many chances. So we're counting it as read.
And the last audiobook, for now, is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scat Lynch. Scat? I'm gonna show myself out. And the last audiobook is number 42, and that is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch.
Did I really just say the last? The Lies of Locke Lamora. I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit and say that I bought this audiobook when I was in my fantasy era. I no longer am, obviously. So it has not been read. And when I tell you the amount of audiobooks that I have purchased since this video, astronomical. Was this really the last one? I gotta see if this is really the last one.
That's gonna be the last. So that is 42 books in total, if we're counting Culty. And I'm sure before the last week of December is out, I'll probably buy more, to be honest. Am I sorry about it? Yes. But am I also not sorry? Absolutely.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that I put on all this makeup and did my hair and outfit and everything, because this is the only thing that's keeping this from being my 13th reason.
Sometimes I feel I've got to.
Have you ever seen me speechless? No, you have not. I don't recognize myself. I'm a Gemini that can't think of what to say. So you should call the CDC, because I have an illness that man-made science has never come in contact with. Okay.
Katie, get it together. You're gonna get it together, or I'm gonna dress you up like a shark and throw you in an orca tank.
Okay, I'm gonna say the same thing as the last video, which is, if you've gotten this far, 1, why? Why? I can't imagine why. Put the emoji, whatever emoji you had the feeling of whatever you felt while you were watching this, or whatever emoji you think describes how I felt while I was watching this. You can go ahead and put that in the comment. And also tell me if there's any of these that I haven't read, which is all of them, that you think I really should. Or ones that you're like, Katie, let that go. Just go ahead and let that go. It's okay. Put those to rest. Let them be at peace. Let them sleep the long slumber. Okay. I hope that I am coming at you with a happier video next time, because this is going to be the most disturbing, sad content I will ever put on this channel. I will never do this again. I'm never doing this again. I feel so bad. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna change, but I hate it, but I'm not gonna change. Okay, thank you all. I don't even remember how to do my outro. I'm just gonna say goodbye, because I can't do my classic outro because I'm not classic Katie. I am a shell. I'm a shell. So, good night and goodbye. Woo! Oh my God. If that is not a representation of this entire video, I don't know what it is. Wow. This is symbolism.
You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all.